legends! What is up, boys? What is up? What is up? Let me make you guys a little bit bigger so I can see your beautiful writings. Oh my god, we love to see it. Sus Pasture was in first. How are you, mate? Good to see you. What's up, Kenny? How are you, dude? Kenny was in second. Wiener Poopin' Schlitzel Voopin'. Very true, mate. Very true. Mortally Wounded Dougie. No, I'm feeling good. I'm alright. How we doing, boys? What's up, Ron Hulk? Good to see you, mate. I hope you're well. So close, Christian Grey. That's alright, mate. You nearly got there, dude. It's time. What's up, Chasing Waterfalls? How are you, mate? Good to see you. What's up, Skynet? Good to see you. Don't harass MMA Joey, mate. Don't harass MMA Joey. Leave MMA Joey be. As funny as I think it is to harass MMA Joey, and it is, leave him be. What's up, Alex? How are you, dude? What's up, Mitch? How are you, mate? Good to see you, man. Nacho, what's up with what's wrong with Nacho? Why are we saying sadness to Nacho? Nacho will get here. MMA Joey's about to get whooped. Leave MMA Joey alone. I don't want to keep bullying MMA Joey. It's not very nice. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. Oh, let's get some chilling out going. How are we, lads? What is good with everybody? What is good with everybody? Let me catch right up here. What's up, Blue Line? How are you, man? All black, Dougie? What do you mean? I'm always in all black. Dougie Moonlights is a thrash metal vocalist since the horse. It might be, dude. I don't know why I can't get my voice back. It's so weird. You can't make this Canadian cock any bloody bigger, mate. I bet I could, Christian Grey. Give me half an hour and we could definitely do it. Banger women's fight announced. Jazzy J versus Frenchie. I got Jasmine Jashu division. That's great. I'm so excited. You know, as much as I've said that women's MMA is back and women's MMA is back, I'm so excited by the announcement of yet another women's MMA fight, Alex. I'm on the edge of my bloody seat, mate. Garner's going to get tossed. Garner's going to get absolutely mauled, mate. Garner's going to get absolutely mauled. Garn can't win a striking battle against Alexander Volkov. What is Tom Aspinall going to do to him? He's going to murder him. Can Prime and Garnu get out of MMA Joey's side control? No living human being can get out of MMA Joey's side control. It's far too much top pressure. You might die underneath it. Bro, when will you do vlogs? Just like today, I saw you doing Xbox shopping old video. Very rarely. I do vlogs very rarely, Skynet. Essentially, once MMA, YouTube, and live streams become my full-time job, and that I don't have to spend 8 hours a day on a building site, I'll start to do more vlogs. And I'll open up a second channel called Dougie IRL. But for now, this is all the YouTubing that I physically have time to do. Do blackface? Only for Halloween, Blue Line. I love Lamp, not as much as I do Sus Pasture. Bryce about to destroy that in-bed freak this weekend. He is, mate. Bryce is about to tear him an absolute new one, mate. Let's go for that. Let's go for that. I heard Garn fart in real life. He's a total beast of a man. Yeah, you could smell it wafting across the planet over here in Australia when Cyril Garn farted. Hello, Garn. Hello, Garn. Hello, Garn. Hello, John. Hello, John. Hello, Garn. I've got nothing against you personally. I just know that I can make my son faster than John Jones. All right. So hyped for I am coming! Mate, Yuri versus Khalil is going to be so good, Christian Grey. Would you rather get your salad tossed? Alright, here we go. Would you rather get your salad tossed, which I believe is having your bumhole licked, by an Asian whore, or sucking Alexa Grasso's toe for 1 minute? I'd rather have my bumhole licked than suck on a toe. Feet gross me out. What's up, Bilal's good eye? How are you, dude? Good to see you, mate. Dougie smacked my ass, and we have caught up on all the madness that is MMA YouTube. Boys, what did we think of today's little video, huh? If you guys haven't seen today's video, why have you not seen today's video? But what do you think about it? I think that we should start off every single January with a once-a-year tournament, open weight, BMF tournament. One night only. One night only. Now, we were speaking to some of the people in chat. Lord of the Pies had some pretty interesting ideas in the chat. Like, obviously, we want people to be able to grapple. But I think Lord of the Pies actually gave a fun little wrinkle. A fun little wrinkle to this, mate. Lord of the Pies come up. I'm going to move everyone out of the way so we can chat about this and come up with some other fun little wrinkles here. Because Lord of the Pies actually got my juices flowing with what he said down in the comments section. So I want to add in what he said to this, or at least a tweak of what he said to this. I like it a lot. Let's move all the heads down here to all the guys that could be on our poster for our one night only BMF tournament, which I think is fucking great. This is how you sell the BMF, right? Salad tossed means balls to... Oh, well, I mean, that's always a lovely experience. Obviously, you've chosen the tossed salad. Obviously, you're choosing the top salad option. 6 rounds for a BMF, not 5. I like that, Skynet. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. A salad tossing means bunhole tonguing. I would know. I get my wife to do it every... See, Mr. C knows what's going on here. 6 or 7 rounds, that's a lot, mate. That is a lot. I love tossing the salad, and I'm a prep cook. Disturbing. Sus pasture. Disturbing. Or make each round 7 minutes. You align streams with me cracking the first beer pretty... I'm very happy to hear that, Portuguese Herzog. I'm very happy to hear that you can just kick back, have a beer, and enjoy Dougie's Corner. I like that, mate. That's awesome, dude. How are you, brother? BMF, they fight until someone goes down for good. Yes, so this is what we were thinking. So, the control time. You know how, like, when Marab's holding somebody down? You know when Marab is holding somebody down, the control time timer tends to go up? You know, it counts up. Well, with control time, if you take somebody down, a second timer opens up at the bottom of the screen. And you only get 5 minutes maximum control time each fight. Each fight. Or maybe throughout even in the entire tournament. So once you throw a takedown, shoot a takedown, and successfully take someone down, a new timer pops up above the countdown timer. And it starts counting down a maximum control time that you can use inside. Bro, the spelling of the title. What have I screwed up on the title, mate? What's up, Cheddarhead? How are you, brother? What's good, man? How are you, dude? Good to see you, dude. We all know why yesterday's live did not have it. Yeah, yesterday's live could not stay on the channel. Not a huge tosser of the salad kind of guy. More like a sweaty... Yeah, the Blumpkins are the truly new level of internet disgustingness. What's up, Justin Kennedy? How are you, dude? What's up, brother? How are you, man? They throw brass knuckles into the octagon, and if it goes in the 5th round, brass knuckles only. I like that a lot, sus pasture. 5th round, brass knuckles only. That is a real way to make it BMF only. Also, the timing for this, you know when they should have the once-a-year tournament pay-per-view? It should be in January. This should be the January pay-per-view to kick off every single year. And this will encourage fighters to get back into the tournament, to get back into the UFC nice and quickly after their Christmas break. Because January is usually the worst pay-per-view of the year. So the once-a-year tournament is, I think it should be in January. And that way it's got, like, fighters are going to want to win the BMF title. And it forces them to come back nice and early. I watched one night Muay Thai tournament last weekend, and it was kind of bullshit because the fighters there were obviously holding back. Yeah, they are going to hold back until the last battle, the last bout. They do tend to do that a little bit in one night tournaments. That's true. Is Eric still impersonating Ariel Helwani? He is, mate. Eric is still being a giant Ariel. Thank you so much, Tim, for the 10 gifted memberships, my brother. Thank you, dude. Tracy and Light MMA and Tyler and Shamil the Blob Gaziev and Mint. What else we got? Tatsuro, Joshua Fitzgerald. All right, we got some regulars in there. That's nice to see. Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, Tim. You're a legend, man. Guys, if you want to become available to win a membership, Skynet, all you have to do is go up to this, to where Tim's little membership badge is. Click on Tim's little membership badge right there on the top of the chat room. Click on Tim's little membership badge there and then select yourself to be gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Tim. I really appreciate it, man. Give me the membership, sir. Give me the membership, sir. We're all members now. I love that you guys are all members now because I can just release a video and put it in the members tab only and no one will miss out. So I love that you guys are all members. What's up, Moody Wizard? How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Skynet, you can redeem, sir. Hey, Dougie, what do you reckon about Alexa Grasso's... Hey, Dougie, why? Different question today from Yog. Lock in, boys. Yog says, hey, guys, why do you think Alexa Grasso's feet are so yummy? I think sometimes it's just genetics, but she might do some serious foot training as well. Like, I've seen Alexa Grasso down at the gym, and she'll be using the calf machine, but just on her tippy toes to try and roll out the ball of her foot. So, yeah, Alexa Grasso, she really... It's a bit of genetics, but also a bit of hard work as well. It comes with a comment for the reason, bro, above. This is purely because I don't give a fuck about spelling, and I love that Dougie doesn't give a fuck either. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Dougie wrote BFM because he wants black female midgets to toss his salad in a one-night tournament. What have I done now? BFM, what an absolute spaz of a bloke I am. BFM, BMF. There we go, boys. BMF. BFM. What a spaz of a streamer I am. Thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate you, dude. Is Mobzar of Lawyer? It would still be called Mobzar? Mobzar, Sar. Cage grabbing, nut shots, and eye pokes are all legalized. Oh, I like that. I like that, Cheddarhead. That's back to the first night of the UFC. 16-man, 2-night tournament. Oh, you want to mix it up a little bit, do you, Sus Pasture? I don't know, dude. I like the idea of a one night, once a year. It gives it some sort of, like, specialness. You know what I mean? What's up, Magomed? How are you, dude? I am the true BMF brother. Magomed guarantee. You are absolutely not a BMF brother. We know this, mate. Come on. No brass knuckles, but it makes it into the 5th round. You take the gloves off. Oh! Portuguese Herzog's got something good there. The championship. So the final fight of the night. Round 6 is bare knuckle. Oh, Portuguese Herzog. I like that one a lot, dude. That's really good, Portuguese Herzog. I like that. Give me membership, sir. What a Chad. We're all members. We love that. Skynet could not redeem. Skynet will be able to redeem. Tim's little membership vagina. Okay, that's a bit weird. If Mobzar Evloyev was Indian, he'd be called Mobzar. We did that one. I got Light MMA in. I'm happy with it. Yeah, Light MMA. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. Nikita Krylov. True BMF, brother. Nikita Krylov need to get back on the front line, brother. They need to legalize oil chicks. They absolutely do, especially when you're wrestling with Nina Drama. Imagine digging into someone's ass with a pointer finger until they cannot take the pain anymore. It depends who you're in there with, mate, because some people might not consider that pain at all. Why do people like female feet? Do they suck at it or play with it or something? I've had a foot fetish, so I don't know, Skynet. I find feet to be disgusting, so I don't know, dude. 2-night tournaments would suck because you would wake up bruised and feeling like shit the next day. Yeah, I don't know if a 2-night tournament would work. Yeah, because the fighters would lose that adrenaline rush. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think a 2-night tournament would work. You know what else I was thinking about while I was throwing this together? Imagine if all of 2024 they knew that this was going to be happening at the end of 2020. Sorry, imagine if all of 2025, the fighters knew that in January of 2026, this would be happening. Now, look at this. Look at this. You have to compete twice in a 12-month period. You can't exceed a takedown average of your career of over 2. You've got to have a small average amount of control time. Not only would this tournament help the BMF title actually be interesting and something that we all care about, it would actually make the fighters fight more often throughout the year and be in more stand-up fights throughout the year because they would be trying to qualify for getting into this tournament. This BMF tournament wouldn't just help the title, it would help the entire year of MMA. This is such a genius idea that I've had. Honestly, my own genius scares me sometimes, chat. Scares me, I tell you. Let me have a look at the chat. Damn, I knew Frankie loved midgets tickling his feet, but I didn't know Dougie was about that life also. Now you know, Christian Grey. Now you know. Frankie Edgar beat his wife into a pulp, and nobody said anything about it because of his wife. Well, there you go. I mean, you've just brought it up, and now we can all remember the horrible, horrible woman beater that Frankie Edgar is. Sus Pasture. P.S. You're a frog. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, mate. Open weight, Eddie Hall destroys... I mean, open weight up to, you know, from 0 to... 168 pounds, from 0 to 168 pounds to really cap off those weight. But like, we don't want Hamzat Chimaev in there. You know what I mean? We want like the Gilbert Burnses, you know, the Moraleses, the Prateses, that kind of a matchup. You know what I mean, mate? Just ignore my great message above the Conor competition. So, what did I... Wait. I knew... Make it a 6th round. Who can move more weight with their pecker in front of the crowd? It's called the Conor McGregor cock competition. Don't worry, Chris. We didn't miss it, mate. We caught it in the end, just like chlamydia. Frankie Edgar beat his wife into a pulp. We just read that one. We just read that one. Sorry, guys, I got to run. I want to show some support. Get fucked with the spelling mistakes. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it, dude. And Justin Kennedy has just farted. Imagine Eddie Hall throwing Sean O'Malley across the octagon. That would be fun to see. I'd be down for that one, Mr. C. Frankie Edgar beats his wife. Certainly sounds like it, Justin Kennedy. Bro, why are there so many lightweight fighters down? There is no way Sean O'Malley becoming a BMF. Dude is a Ronald McDonald cosplayer. Look, this is the thing, Skynet. If they qualify for it, they qualify for it. You know, or maybe it's like you need to have it as an invitational along with these qualifiers. You know what I mean, Skynet? So there are some rules to get you qualified, but it's still an invitational. Because I know Capatheist, who just jumped into the chat. How are you, Capatheist? Capatheist has a big problem with Sean O'Malley being considered for the BMF tournament as well. Capatheist wasn't happy to see him there either in the comment section. The UFC calls you up and they're gifting you a custom-made octagon bed. They want to know what life-sized fighter pillow you would like to sleep with. That's a very good question. Mackenzie Dern sized body pillow. As long as all the proportions are correct, Mackenzie Dern sized body pillow would be great. Have you seen the Frankie Edgar versus Gary Maynard fights? Vicious shit. If I pulled them up, I probably would recognize them, but nothing's coming to my head right now. Absolutely biggest pussy in the UFC currently. Why is he the biggest pussy in the UFC currently, Capatheist? I don't understand that. What makes him the biggest pussy in the UFC currently, dude? I don't understand that. Why? Yeah, what makes him the biggest pussy in the UFC, dude? That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, let me check the comments on today's video, see if I missed anything that I wanted to respond to. Hang on 1 second, boys. Dougie's Corner, go to the channel. Oh, that's me. That's my YouTube channel. That's bloody my YouTube channel there. What's up, Mike? How are you, brother? Good to see you, dude. Where is that damn comment section? What, did YouTube hide the comments these days? That is horse shit. You know BKFC exists. We did that one. We need some consequences for this belt. If the winner gets to date the loser's mum for one night, gives them meaning to the word motherfucker. So Simply Kudos suggests that the person who gets knocked out of the tournament first, their mum has to spend one night with the winner of the tournament. That is not a bad idea from Simply Kudos at all. I am getting the Cejudo pillow and the Whaley sex doll. You do not want the Whaley sex doll. It punches back. They buried Marvin Vittori's brother in the... Oh, dude, that's not funny, Sus Pasture. That's not funny at all. How are you, Mike Lane? Good to see you, dude. I hope you're well, man. You going back to Thailand soon or what? I mean, there's a lot of things that I need to sort out financially before I can go to Thailand. But yes, I will be going back to Thailand eventually. G'day, Mike. You bloody legend of a thing. Playmate, Playboy winner 2008 is Nina Drama. I don't think she won Playboy's Playmate of the Year, Skynet. I don't think she did. Sugar Sean is not a pussy. Bro really believed he could sleep Marab to. I know. I'm wondering why Capatheus thinks that he's an absolute pussy. I looked up Nina. I saw some nude photos of her balloon. I mean, there are nude photos of Nina Drama. She did literally work for Playboy. That is absolutely true. But I don't think she won Playmate of the Year. My main problem personally is when he tried to talk shit about Strickland's child abuse at a press conference when he knows he can't get punched in the mouth for it as someone who can't fight him. Then there is the cuck factor, the Instagram influencer bullshit. Okay, I mean, Capatheus, you've got Andy's appearance. Capatheus has got a lot of reasons. Capatheus doesn't just hate Sean O'Malley for no reason. Yeah, you are right. Like, he was a bit of a bitch. To have a go at Sean Strickland, knowing that, you know, Sean Strickland can't lash out back at him. Much like most MMA YouTubers when they make fun of MMA fighters. That is true. That's a good point, Capatheist. His appearance is clown-like, and he is a giant cuck. So, Capatheist, I think you're onto something with this, dude. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying here. Sugar Sean, we did that one. I looked up Nina, saw some nude photos of it. We covered that one. You probably want to hit up Seoul first. South Korea? In Seoul? No, I've got no interest of going. I'd love to go to North Korea, unironically, Mitch. I'd love to go and visit North Korea to see how they do their dystopian hellholes compared to Victoria. But yeah. I'd use Max as a Griffin pillow, as a heavy. I'd use Max, Griffin pillow. You'd use Max's body pillow as a heavy bag. Poor Max Holloway. Why would you do that to Max Holloway, mate? Nina the harlot prostitute, in a way, yes. She was actually the last Playmate of the Year to be chosen by Hugh Hefner. Get the fuck out. Was she actually chosen as Playmate of the Year? I did not know that. I did not know that. There you go. I guess I wasn't exactly subscribed to that year's version of Playboy. Slow chat day. It's good. It's good that it's a slow chat day. I honestly prefer it as a slow chat day, Mr. C. But also, I don't think notifications would have gotten pushed out. Sean O'Malley is the greatest man in mankind. Kind of soul. How can you hate such a gem of a man? He lets other men sleep with his wife. I mean, Skynet is thinking about the greater MMA community out here today. Skynet's not just worried about how Sean O'Malley and his wife treat each other. Skynet is like, sir, we can all get laid now, sir. We can all get laid now. 300-year-old Hugh Hefner tapped that ass. Probably not. Oh my God, imagine if Hugh Hefner fucked Nina Drama. He might have. He might have. I'm pretty sure she did win Playmate of the Year. Somehow I remember she flexed on it on the Guru feud. What a weird thing to flex on. I was the most loved prostitute of the year. What's up, Antoine? How are you, dude? Guys, what do we do if Garn beats Aspinall? Anton, that's very easy. We're all gonna fly out to the desert for a little bit of like a MMA fan Burning Man, except it's gonna be one of those cult rituals where we all put poison in each other's drinks and we have a mass ending event. Yeah, and then we just leave a single note in the desert floor saying this is John Jones's fault. And funnily enough that you're bringing that up, Antoine, because that is what we are talking about today. What is on the line? The legacy risk for Tom Aspinall in the John Jones-Cyril Gane feud. The absolute legacy risk. That is the John Jones-Cyril Gane, Tom Aspinall love triangle. This is what we are going over today. All the highs, the lows, the big takeaways. Oh, God. Eric is a pussy. That is true. The risk in a legacy for Tom. Oh, my God. This is going to be horrible. This is going to be fucking horrible. You know people are going to be comparing. So let me read some chats and we'll get into it. But this is one of the first things that I'm going to be looking at. People will compare Jones's finish to Tom's performance. This is the love triangle here, and it's absolutely horrible, and I hate it. Let me go back and read all of your chats, boys, since we've got a nice slow chat day today, which is rather good. Where am I at? We're going to start crying? We are going to start crying. I said Max Griffin, not Max... Oh, Max Griffin. Well, still, poor Max Griffin. Why do you want to use him as a heavy bag, Portuguese Herzog? I'd have a Valentina body pillow and see how long it takes for it to come alive and then beat me up while I sleep. And this is why I destroy my husband while he tried to sleep. We had North Korean ran restaurant here before the Covidius epidemicus. The workers had to sleep above the restaurant and weren't allowed to leave the location. What were they serving there? Just deep fried freedom crackers? What were they serving at a North Korean restaurant, mate? Nina ate cereal out of Hugh's arsehole. Disgusting, Chedhead. Disgusting visual. I'm confused on how MMA Joey has subscribers. His supporters are betting these fighters right now. He tells them Gane is going to win. Because he just plays up to a certain crowd, Mitch, and it is the very pro Muslim crowd, and he tries to rage bait. Justin Kennedy is saying Nina Drama ate Reese's Puffs out of Hugh Hefner's arsehole. Disgusting. I hope we get to see Dan versus Max one day, with or without the BMF belt. Dan Hooker versus Max Holloway. That would be a hell of a fight, Antoine. Who would you be picking in that one? I'd be going with Max Holloway, but man, it would be a war. Sure, because of the flex on Guru. Definitely not because I Googled the pinups from Playmate of the Year. Yes, I didn't just go through the entire calendar to make sure that chat wasn't making it up. From the Jamestown Massacre, I don't drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid, but we're all going to be drinking the Kool-Aid at the Dougie Massacre if Cyril Gane gets it done over Tom Aspinall. Dougie will be wearing Nikes at the Desert Burning Man shindig. Absolutely, mate. And only Nikes, Mike Lang. Nikes and only Nikes. Nina ain't sexy. She is a prostitute. But some WMMAs like Valentina, lady that don't ask for sex, but they respect some aura, which makes me attracted to them. Megan and Senko give me mummy vibe. Yeah, the mummy thing is very off-putting to me, Skynet. Whenever a man calls a woman mummy, I find it disgusting. And you can be sexy and a prostitute. You can be both, in my opinion. What happened to John Jones' hairline? It disappeared because he's old, mate. Bro, why did the photo look like John Jones is crying? I know, it's a good one, isn't it, that I picked Skynet, isn't it? North Korea, cold noodles and shit, traditional famine food of North Korea. The traditional famine food of North Korea. You know, when China was in its famines, they used to just deep fry birds' nests and eat them, Mr. C. True story. Anyone who bets based on someone else's opinion wasn't keeping their money anyway. Yeah, listen, MMA Joey is a giant grifter. And I don't mean giant as in like he's fat. I mean giant as in like he will change his opinion come the whims of whatever's going on in the MMA sphere. He'll just pick out the directly opposite one to try and rage bait. And then suck off Muslim fighters in between range baiting. Tom via round 1 KO due to how he finished Sergey Pavlovich. Dude, if he can finish Pavlovich like that, then Garn is easy money. I hope so, Skynet. I hope so. So I think Skynet's right. I think Tom needs a round 1 KO. I think Tom needs a round 1 KO. I think you're right, dude. He needs it, man. Because people... Why are you moving around? Because like we're saying, people are going to compare his performance to the John Jones performance, and I hate it. You should start rage baiting more. No, Larry. I just don't believe in it. How are you, Larry? Good to see you, man. I hope that you're well. Dougie, you should have seen Lorenzo lecture Michael Lang on how to watch YouTube videos properly. He didn't. Did he really? Oh my god. Yeah, I love Lorenzo and his crash outs. It's good stuff. I'm eating. Stop talking about Nina eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch out of Hugh Hefner's arsehole. She was gobbling it up, Christian Grey. Just gobbling it up. I can't pick against my boy Dan, the victim to rapist prison timeline. God, I love Dan Hooker. Prostitutes are often sexy. It's literally their jobs. I know. That's why I'm surprised that Skynet is so disgusted by a prostitute. You know, he's not disgusted with eating basmati rice off the dirt floor, but he's disgusted by Nina Drama, the prostitute. I'm just kidding, Skynet. Little bit of healthy Indian ribbing. If you're not going to go to the... at least you're not going to go with the easy hot cousin route. I'm not going to start pimping out my hot cousins. They're not hot. I'm not going to start pimping out my cousins, Larry. When I was in 9th grade, a hot girl in the grade above me convinced me that girls' poop looks exactly like a Reese's Puffs. You should have asked her to show her where she shits from. Make Tom Aspinall the Chad face. I want all the champs. In fact, Tom... I need to do it Skynet, but the way that I do it is I put them on Snapchat and then reinstall them onto the computer. So I just don't have time to do it while I'm live. I've got to do it while I'm taking a shit. What's up, Western Mass? How are you, dude? Good to see you, mate. I hope that you're well. Jones is so lucky that his plan A worked against Garn. Almost the grappling version of Conor. Aldo would never have happened to him. John is so lucky. John is so lucky. His game plan A worked against Garn. Almost the grappling version of Conor McGregor versus Aldo. It never would have happened twice. You don't think that John Jones would have been able to take down Cyril Garn 2 times in one fight? You don't think he would have? You don't think he would have been able to take him down later into the second round? I think he would have, man. Lorenzo crashed out because I watched a third of his video and left a comment on the way out right before he crashed out because Mr. C asked my takes in his live stream. Give him time. Look, Lorenzo's a good kid. Lorenzo's a good kid. And, you know, you guys are enjoying the videos however the fuck you want. That once I make the video and release it onto the internet, it's no longer my video. It's your video, guys. It's done. I've finished it. I've had what I had to say. You guys enjoy it however the hell you want. Garn is going to win because the MMA gods hate our guts and they want us to suffer. That is true, Cheddarhead. And that is going to cause a mass event at the festival that I'll be putting on after this fight. Take a punch in the chin from Usyk or take a leg kick to the calf from Tom Aspinall. A punch to the chin from Usyk. I'd rather just be flat unconscious rather than have my knee jacked up for maybe the rest of my life. Round 1 KO is easier than a round 1 sub for Tom, but if Garn is able to escape his punches, which I'm sure he won't, then he will have to be silly and jump the gilly. You think Tom will have to jump the gilly? God, I hope Tom doesn't do that, mate. Impression of John Jones raping you in the octagon. Oh, stop! Oh, fuck! Jesus Christ! Somebody help me! Why is nobody doing anything? Sus Pasture and Dominic Cruz, why are you sitting in the crowd just laughing? Will nobody do anything? Where the fuck is Herb Dean? Why isn't he calling this off? Did you see Justin's ESPN MMA interview? I did, Mitch. I did. I released a short about it. Justin Gaethje says he signed a meritocracy-based system for the UFC, even though he left the PFL, which was a meritocracy-based system. Proving once again that he might be the dumbest man in the UFC. Indians can't say women aren't pretty, not with their history. Of course they can, mate. They should make Derek Lewis versus John Jones for the White House card. They should. Wouldn't that be fun? How about me versus Derek Lewis, just for fun? I say Megan and Senko as mummy because they are older ladies. I don't know if I can have sex with them, but I would surely cuddle. I mean, I believe in you, Skynet. I believe that you can have sex with them. My hot customers, they're not hot. I know, it's Capatheist. Horrible, isn't it? Tommy Boy versus Cyril Gane almost had to happen purely for the sake of comparing it to how John did. I know it has to happen, Larry, but it's just... John Jones is going to brag so much on Twitter. This is what we have to talk about as well. Where are we at? John Jones on X is going to be fucking insufferable. What is happening? John Jones on X is going to be fucking insufferable if Tom Aspinall doesn't do it in round 1. If he doesn't do it better, John Jones is going to be fucking insufferable. It's going to be horrible, mate. This is what we are dealing with going into the battle for Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane, and I hate it, mate. Hey, baby, show us where... Hey, g'day, love. Why don't you show us where you fucking shit from? I'm waiting. They should trade Justin Gaethje to the PFL for Usman Nurmagomedov and Paul Hughes. I agree, Antoine. Why the fuck not? Send him back to the PFL. If he wants it to be a meritocracy-based system, you came from one, mate. Go back. You remember Brian Battle? You really thought the Butcher was going to lose a fight to a French dude? We do love Brian Battle. I do, Skynet. I do. Tom is going to finish him in the first by KO. God, I hope so. Simply kudos. That fight was only PFL Bellator event outside of Ngannou I cared or will ever care about. Yeah, Paul Hughes and Usman Nurmagomedov. I agree, Anton. And notice how the humble brother Usman Nurmagomedov is now ducking Paul Hughes every chance that he can. He's a good kid. Both Dougie and Dana White. You're a good kid, Skynet. He's a good kid. Tom KO first round. Watch out. I fucking hope so, David. Otherwise, this is what we are going to be dealing with, mate. Gane could have stayed too far away for way longer if he didn't overswing a massive left hand like he never did. Oh, that's what you're talking about, right? So Cyril Gane could have actually been a little bit more smart with his striking rather than just trying to knock out big John Jones. Yeah, I get what you Portuguese Herzog. UFC should have a separate division for Indians and French fighters. They should. Like a whole other league. Shots are hidden, hard to come across. Shorts are hidden, hard to come across. Oh, damn, Mitch, that's annoying. Wonder why shorts are getting hidden. That's very weird. Politics as they are, and with everything happening, are we still thinking the White House card could happen? I think the White House card will happen. I don't know why Israel, Trump, and Arabia will affect the America's birthday at all, Capatheist. John Jones, Graving, Dougie, Bisping, and Cruz have an unrelated argument on the commentary. You know, when I was getting raped... You know, Bisping, that's the problem. You always bring it back to yourself, and that's why your dad never did truly rape you. Imagine while John Jones is graping Dougie in the octagon, Dan Hardy is yelling, "Stop the fight!" No love lost. I bought Enzo a pair of Nikes on our desert Kool-Aid retreat. Oh, no love lost. I'll buy Lorenzo a pair of Nikes for our desert Kool-Aid retreat if Cyril Gane wins. Yes, you guys have to rock up in the desert, all in a pair of Nikes. And only a pair of Nikes. This is what's on. Yeah, let's. We got to add this as well to the stakes. Mass MMA YouTube. Now, what is the right way to write this? Mass MMA YouTube self-deletion festival. Right, if Tom loses, there is going to be a mass... Fuck, I love doing these streams with you guys. Oh my fucking god, I love doing these streams with you guys. It's so fucking good sometimes. I swear to God. When we're on chat, we're so fucking on sometimes. Last night's stream was so good. Yes, there will also be a... Yes, Alt 4. Yes, Mike. Yes. We'll name it the Alt 4 Festival. The Alt F4 Festival. The Alt F4 Festival. The Alt F4 Festival. That is fucking gold, mate. Oh my god. The Alt F4 Festival is on the line. Oh, fucking hell, that's funny. Alright, let me read some more chats. The Alt F4 Festival. Oh, shit. It's going to be so funny when Garn wins and shows how bad heavyweight really is. It's not going to be funny at all, Sussbuster. It's going to fucking ruin us all, mate. John Jones got graped by Dan Hooker and D-Rod in prison and discovered his true sexuality. It's true. It's true. That's why John Jones is into tall guys with blue eyes, because they remind him of Dan Hooker. Bones will do to anyone what he has always done to everyone. Beat anyone, Bones won't let Jones lose. Wow, Wiener. What a bloody mouthful, mate. What an absolute mouthful. Dougie the Jubilee Sims Corner. It's like that today, Christian Grey, isn't it? Tony the type of dude to win a boxing match by utilizing elbow. Guys, the press conference for, what is it called? Misfits Boxing? Tony is going to die. Tony is going to die. It's horrible, mate. Isn't GSP technically French? No, he's Canadian, but he's French-Canadian. What's up, Not the AM, bro? Good to see you, dude. GSP is Indian, the Alt F4 Fest. That is so funny. If Gunn beats Aspinall, I will let John Jones spank me while he does cocaine. Publicly. That's the level of humiliation that's going to happen to the entire MMA community. Forget the White House card. We're doing the Ganges River card. Oh, setting up an octagon floating on that Everett poster. The Brazil World Cup 2014. What happened at the Brazil World Cup 2014 account? Oh my god. Why has only one of you hoes requested to join the Tapology group? Yes, Larry. Let's get into that as well, dude. Actually, Larry, we'll do that tomorrow when I do my picks live on the stream. I'll go to Tapology and I'll bring it up on the screen when we do the picks tomorrow. Thank you, Chatterhead, for the 5 gifted memberships. You absolute legend, dude. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Magomed Ankalaev, Antoine, and finally, boys, Indian flags in the chat. Skynet has finally been gifted a membership. Yes, Skynet. Indian flags in the chat. Finally, boys. Indian flags in the chat for Skynet. Where is the poo emoji? There it is. Indian flags in the chat. There you go, Skynet. Done, mate. Redeem it, brother. Good on you, man. Happy to have you in the chat. Fucking good on you, Skynet. We love to see it. Well done, Skynet. Enjoy the camping vlog, brother. I think you're really going to enjoy it, dude. Enjoy the camping vlog, brother. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Shout out to Skynet, mate. Now, Larry, why have none of you guys requested to join the Tapology group? So, Larry, tomorrow is my prediction stream. I'll do my predictions live on the stream, and I will open up the Dougie's Corner Tapology group, and I'll start shouting it out every week when I do my predictions on the screen. Okay, Larry? So we'll make it like a Friday thing or a Thursday thing to you Americans. But that's, I think, how we'll cover them going forward, Larry. And Larry, thank you so much for making a group for us to all banter with each other in. Of course, Eric will not be joining that group because, say it together, chat, Eric is a giant pussy. Eric is a giant pussy. We'll all be happy to do our picks except for Eric, who is a giant fucking pussy. All right. This is so funny. Let's continue to read on. This Kool-Aid tastes an awful lot like cyanide. Now you get it, Mr. C. Good night. Only for the real BMFs. The Alt 4 Festival is only for the real BMFs. UFC has been trying to go steady with Arabia for half a decade. Arabia and Israel are on the brink of war, and Trump's base is turning on him over Israel. Dana and Trump are why it's happening, but we will see. UFC has been trying to go steady. I mean, they already are going pretty steady with the Saudi Arabians. They're essentially business partners at this point, the TKO group in Saudi Arabia. Trump's base is turning on him over Israel. That is true. And also the Epstein files. Yep. Dana and Trump are why it's happening. Yeah, that means they're going to need a... Listen, they're not going to stop business because of war in America. If anything, if that war does happen, then Dana and Trump are going to want to do the White House card even harder to try and get a win within their base. So I think the more that Trump's presidency spirals out of control, and it's very impressive how amazingly he's fucking things up so quickly. As that spirals out of control further and further, he will probably try and solidify his base by doing the White House card even more so. And thank you again, Cheddarhead, for the 5 gifted memberships, dude. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rockhold is such a cliche dumb fuckwit that I like it. Yeah, dude, I was loving the Misfits press conference. Loving, and I usually fucking hate Rockhold, but I was loving this one, dude. I think it's great. Skynet redeemed, sir. You love to see it. The Quebecian people are about as French as Dougie. Yeah, but they're still technically Canadian. But, I mean, we're really splitting hairs here. You know, like, French, Canadian, it's all the same bag of pussies, isn't it? Let's go with a hit on the regular. I love to see that, mate. Do not redeem. You love to see it. You love to see it. Autocorrect won't bring it up for me. You're all good, Carpathius. No worries. All right, where am I at? I'm with Larry. Larry, I'm locking in with you, mate. Imagine Cyril wins. Then Derek gets the title shot. Rematch against him. Wins. Then Tom gets the title shot against Derek and wins. Then John Jones fights for a tournament, gets slept within the first minute. That's all. You've really got a real rigmarole there, Larry. So Cyril beats Tom. Then Cyril fights Derek. Cyril beats Derek, or Derek beats Cyril. Then Tom gets the next shot, and Derek wins. So it goes Cyril against Tom. No, Cyril against Tom. Cyril wins. Then Derek wins. Then Tom goes against Derek. Derek wins that one. John Jones returns to fight Derek Lewis, and Derek Lewis absolutely sleeps John Jones. That would be fucking hilarious, Larry, if that actually went down. I'd love to see John Jones fight Derek Lewis. Just for fun, to see what would happen. Who knows? Cheddarhead is not happy about it. Cheddarhead's very happy about it. New heavyweight goat unlocked. Derek fucking Lewis, mate. Eric is gay. Eric is gay. There we go. Is Cheddar a real person or a big slice of cheese that never sleeps? I hear that he's a big slice of cheese that never sleeps. Cheese only needs 4 hours of sleep tops. That is true. Everyone knows this, brother. It is not. Cheese only need 4 hours sleep. Dougie's being steady. Dougie is going steady with his cheese neighbor lady. Absolutely not. Fair take. I don't think that would work in his favor. Fair take. I don't think it'll work in his favor. Fair enough, Carpathius. Fair enough. Read Nacho. Nacho's not here. Cheddar diet includes vitamins, coffee, and true. Hey, Dougie, I just got a free membership. Thanks for it. Don't thank me. Tatsuro Yashimoto. Thank Cheddarhead. And Tim. They both gave away memberships. Antoine gifted 2. Look at Dougie's picking favorites. No, Derek beats Cyril Gahn. Then oh, yeah. So Derek ends up being the GOAT. I'm with you. French Canadians are pussies. Okay. George St. Pierre versus O'Malley. I mean, across the pound for pound, if they were the exact same weight class, O'Malley destroys George St. Pierre. That's a nice little bit of rage bait. Everyone here is members now. So much. I love it. I love it. It's fucking awesome. Derek Lewis fighting for a title in 2025 or 2026 was not on my bingo card. Neither chasing waterfalls, but the UFC heavyweight division, we got to get it moving. Carpathia sees the rage bait straight away. Am I missing something here? The people are going to compare John Jones' finishes to Tom's performance. MMA YouTube is going to massively self-delete at the Alt 4 Festival. Tom needs to do it in round 1. Otherwise, there is going to be the most annoying tweets ever. That's all you gave Cyril Gahn? Am I missing anything here in how big this fight is for Tom? What's up, Feral Florida man? Am I missing anything that's on the line here? I think Francis Ngannou could also be bragging as well, right? Because Francis Ngannou's got a win over Cyril Gahn. Close, but he has a win. See, then even... Oh my god, even the PFL could brag. So Francis and the PFL could brag as well. That's the thing. Tom can't show any weakness. What the fuck is a deletion? You know, self-deletion. You know, like... You know? Cyril Gahn won that fight. I know, but on paper he didn't account. You know what I mean? So not only would Cyril Gahn... Not only would Francis Ngannou be able to talk shit, but also... Where are we at? I know I've got them here somewhere. Come on. Also the PFL. The PFL would also be able to talk shit as well. Oh my god, Tom has to win by so much. Francis Ngannou and the PFL would both be able to say, we've got the best heavyweight in the world now. Oh god. Alright, let me read everybody's chats. Dougie, I heard that Bryce walked through the wrong door and ended up in a mosque, not in the change room. And I was naked. And I need y'all to know that it was a rather cold day. A rather cold day. It's wild that Korean Zombie has only been in main events for the last 10 years. That Korean Zombie. Isn't it wild that the Korean Zombie has only been in main events for the last 10 years? I don't think that's true, Mike. I don't think the Korean Zombie has only been in main events for the last 10 years. I don't know if that's correct, mate. People forget, man, we don't claim the French Canadians are other than GSP. There you go. You follow the Cornerman. Thank you, fellow Cornerman, for the membership. You guys, you're all very welcome. Even if Tom shows any weakness, yeah, he can't show any weakness at all. Either we all alt F4 ourselves or someone takes one for the team. Arse and Nathan Jones. Arse and Nathan Jones. Deletion, exactly, right? Thank you, Cheddarhead. I redeemed Anya Skynet, the most based Indian in the world. Dougie, did you know there are people a million miles away from you watching this stream wearing a Dougie's t-shirt? That is insane to me, Cheddarhead, and thank you so much for wearing the t-shirt, dude. I appreciate it. Doubt Tom loses, but I can see a world where Tom doesn't find the early finish and needs to lay on Gahn to get a boring decision. I know, I can see that world too, Toad. And that's when all of there is so much pressure on Tom Aspinall to win this fight. It's embarrassing. Slowly, the crowd chants begin to crescendo. Barlow! 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 Nacho's back and so is Danny Barlow. Bro, I got work in between, but I just realized that I got a membership. Redeem on your Skynet. We're proud of you, mate. I just got my members only Dougie Corner mug. It's made out of cheap Chinese material, and the handle already broke. Haha, get scammed, feral Florida man. I did warn you guys that you would be getting scammed, and there it is. You love to see it. Bye, Skynet. Ban Skynet immediately? No, he's the best Indian in the world. Gahn gets a lot of hate recently, but the thing he can do in the striking other heavyweights can't. Thomas Ford can. Okay, so Gahn gets a lot of hate recently, but he can do things in the striking that other heavyweights that Thomas Ford can't do, and can, I assume you mean to add on to the end there, and can get the win. Is that what you're going with there? Chasing waterfalls? Yeah, I mean, Gahn's a very different sort of a fight for Tom Aspinall compared to everybody else he's fought, which is what makes it so scary, because there is just so much on the fucking line here that I hate. I hate it. What has happened now? Why is shit bouncing around like a fucking drunk teenage girl at a house party? What's up, Nitruro Gaming? How are you, dude? Cyril Gahn doesn't deserve it. I know, Nitruro. But who else do you go... Nitro Gaming. But who else do you go with? The world circumference is nearly 200,000 miles, but yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about... We'll go with millions of miles. Why not, Carpathius? Let's have fun with it. Match Tom Speed. Ah, there you are, Jason. Waterfalls. If Gahn has any big movements on the ground, Ngannou might reserve the right to yap a bit. That's what I mean. Like, Ngannou might get yappy as well. And that's annoying to me. The idea of that is very annoying to me. If Tom doesn't win round one, I can definitely see him gassing out and losing on the scorecards in the later round. Gahn is very good at impressing the judges. He's got a lot of good heavyweight pitter-pattering, isn't it? Korean Zombie, call him by his real name. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, brother. They should make BMF like a title, similar Fight of the Year or the Fight of the Year instead of the belt created for entertaining. All well-known lightweights who have no chance of winning the belt. Well, Antoine, we went over this in today's video, brother. I think it should be a one-night tournament in January with a certain amount of qualifiers to get into it. Check out today's video on how to fix the BMF belt. I think Tom gets Garn down and maybe arm triangles him round 1. God, I hope so, Justin Kennedy. God, I hope so. Bro, what is the icon next to my name? That's a big based kangaroo because you're now part of the members. You're a big based kangaroo. I didn't believe it either about Korean Zombie. I'll have to look it up, Mike Lane, because yeah, that is for 10 years, that is a wild start. Skynet Cyberdyne Systems consistent of 2 antennas in a broke down Indian shack, and that's why they had revenge over the entire world. MMA Joey and John Jones fans have become Cyril Garn fans. Yes, I'm extremely Asian. That's exactly right. I love how you've got MMA Joey and John Jones fans. just thrown MMA Joey in there as well. Should we add MMA Joey to the list of braggers? And then MMA Joey will also be on the list of braggers as well. MMA Joey will be bragging as well. So you'll have MMA Joey in the PFL. So Tom needs a round 1 KO. This is on our side. Tom needs the round 1 KO. People are going to compare John Jones's finishes to performance. People will compare John Jones's finishes to Tom's performance. There will be a mass MMA YouTube self-deletion festival, and it will be called the Alt F4 Festival. And then you'll have Francis Ngannou, MMA Joey, and the PFL all bragging on Twitter. All bragging on Twitter, and John Jones as well. All bragging. This is the worst future that is in front of us if Tom Aspinall doesn't get it done. I don't want to see this. This will be horrible. I also think, you know what? While we're here, I'm going to continue to read every single person's chats. Don't worry about that. But I also think the MMA Guru is going to be leading the Alt 4 Fest. He is probably going to end up Alt 4ing himself as well. This is the bleak future that is in front of us, boys. The MMA Guru is probably going to himself as well. All right, I'm going to read everybody's chats. What's up? I'm extremely Asian. Oh, mate. Dougie, which chat member is most likely a hitman on the dark web? Probably Kenny. Probably Kenny, and then he comes on here to get all that dark juju energy out of himself. I just saw the welcome badge. It's a buff kangaroo. That's right, Skynet. It's a buff kangaroo, mate. I'm going to hack into Skynet Cyberdyne and release all of the cryptic data. Oh, no, sir. No, sir. No, I'm ruined now, sir. Not saying I'm picking Garn, but Garn is getting counted out to the point I think people forget how big and fast and skilled he really is. I know, Jason. People need to understand that the Garn fight is an exciting fight. Garn is a point fighter. Very true. I'm extremely Asian. Garn's striking is overrated, especially now with him clearly declining. Tom will have much better boxing. God, I hope he does, Toad. God, I hope he does. How are you, Toad? Just saw you get here. How are you, man? What's up, Nubby MMA? How are you, brother? Good to see you, dude. Garn is a shit fighter. He's not a shit fighter. He's fairly decent. Dougie, I sent you a vial of my smeg. That's truly disgusting, sus pasture, but thank you. Serial gay KO under 60 seconds. Mark my words. God, I hope not, Nitro. That would be the worst outcome for everybody. Why did the UFC fighters say when they ran out of cereal? Cereal gone. Fucking hell, boys. That was a good one. Oh, fuck. Tom ain't losing in round 1 because he flatlines Garn in less than 2 minutes. Yes, Chris, this is what we need. Garn is a foul machine. Tom isn't used to people eye-poking and groin-shotting him. Plus, the back of the head special. Cyril Garn does love to foul. That is true, Norseman. The tournament is a good idea in my opinion, but not as the BMF. The BMF title is a gimmick and is supposed to be, I think. Yeah, but let's make the gimmick real, Capatheist, right? Christian Grey is going for Tom Aspinall. English flags up in the chat, boys. My GOAT, the fighting nerd, Kyle Baralho, will beat Nasruddin Bumbavov in Paris. I don't think so, Antoine. I'm sorry. I think Nasruddin is going to get it done. And Max embodies it. Max does embody the BMF. That is true, Capatheist. Worst fighting curse. Talking about future fights. that you've got booked. Garcia Plant saying you'd never lose to a white boy hip-hop haney, or saying that you'd beat Khabib, Chandler, and Jubilee. So what are you talking about? Like, who has caused themselves to have the worst curse? Is that what you're saying, Mr. C? I don't know, man. Darren Till saying that he's going to be the greatest fighter of all time and win 3 belts, and then absolutely shit the bed. Anshul Jubilee can beat Khabib, sir. Anshul Jubilee, I could beat Khabib today, sir. Please autocorrect deletion to deletion. Man, there are some real spelling sticklers in MMA YouTube. It is wild to me, mate. MMA YouTube deletion. There you go, brother. Tom deletes Gane in 2 minutes. There are levels. God, I hope so, Nacho. Otherwise, this side of the aisle is going to be bloody unbearable. My God, you pulled up a Joey so fast. Are you off camera with this? No, I have MMA Joey on my camera. I got MMA Joey, I got Guru, and I got Lucas Tracy here on the sidelines, just in case I need to whip them out, mate. I'm picking Gane by heel hook around 1, Volta Vodka Dream. Gane is not getting a round 1 heel hook, dude. Tom's nickname should be Kiss My, since Bruce will introduce him as Tom Kiss My Aspinall. Very good, Skynet. Why did they make the Aspinall fight so far out when he has not fought in a long... Because the other pay-per-view is already booked up. Tickets are sold. Promotion's done. Yeah, it's up to the UFC. Dana hates Tom for retiring his husband. That is true, Skynet. He absolutely does. Good point, mate. Ilya just blatantly ducking Armin now. He said he'd literally give up the belt instead of getting his O taken if he were forced for the fight. I know, Toad! That has got to get some more hate. I'm going to make a short about that after the stream and put that up. Yeah, that is insane, Toad. That is insane. Although I think Ilya is probably just rage baiting. But still, that's me being an Ilya fanboy and covering for him. Like, if Movzarov said that, we'd be going in hard on him, Toad. We'd be going in real hard on him. So yeah, it's wild, dude. Skynet is playing 4D chat. Skynet's all over it, mate. Whitaker is about to school the fuck out of the Riddler. Yeah, Snubby, let's go. Whitaker's washed. Ban Feral Florida Man. Ban him. Whatever smell just farted from my asshole, not on the periodic table. Oh, Cheddarhead, take my t-shirt off. Do not fart in my merchandise, Cheddarhead. Impression of Skynet making a scene at work for getting gifted a Dougie membership. What's that, ma'am? No, ma'am, have you tried turning it on and off again? Have you tried turning it to... Oh, we did it, boys. We got a membership, ma'am. Do not redeem. Go fuck yourself, ma'am. Go fuck yourself. This is the greatest day in the world. Father, I've done it. There you go. Oh, fuck. Skynet, I love you so much. The best. The fucking best chat, man. I might fucking mod Skynet. Yes, MMA 4D chest where the king piece is shaped like Anshul Jubilee's head. The impression was spot on. Dude, I'm a fucking mod, Skynet. Oh my god. Heavyweight point fighter seems like a bad idea. It does, Carpathius, doesn't it, dude? Washed shitty cut. Shut up, Justin Kennedy. That was the best impression by far. That was so good, man. Alright, people forget, man. Gane broke 3 toes in the first minute of the Volkov rematch. Did he? I did forget that. I did forget that, Portuguese Herzog. Did he? Cyril Gane's next flick show won't be able to continue since Tom will give him CTE. God, I hope so, Skynet. Cyril Gane, he's annoying to me. I just find him annoying. He's annoying to me. Who the fuck is this guy? That is the GOAT of the sport. Herbert Burns, Skynet. That is the GOAT of the sport, Herbert Burns. Cyril Gane has ducked Tom 4 times. He is going to pull a Ryan Bader and shoot out from fear from a mile away and get stuffed and mounted. Fuck, I hope so. I'm extremely Asian. Fuck, I hope so. Haney is undefeated. There you go. I'm a time traveler. Gene Silver KO's Paddy to become the double champ in 2027. Aspinall wins round 1. KO, don't worry, boys. Yes, we don't have to go to the Alt 4 festival. Yes. What have I missed? We've just been putting everything that's on the line for the big fight for Tom OTM. The risking of Tom's legacy. He needs to KO Gane in round 1. Because people will compare his performance to John Jones' performance. Jones will go on a Twitter tirade, even if Tom Aspinall wins. That's all you gave Gane a year later. And if Tom Aspinall loses, there will be a mass YouTube self-deletion festival called the Alt 4 Festival, where Guru will lead the Sepulchre. And the PFL, Francis Ngannou and MMA Joey will also go on an absolute Twitter storm. That has been the stream, OTM. 2 minutes for John to finish Gane. We need to do it in under 1 minute. I know, Skynet. We need to do it in under 1 minute. Let's talk about the Khamzat fight. What would you like to talk about, Nitro? What would you like to say about it, mate? Because I'm going to be getting out of here soon. So what would you like to talk about? DDP can't strike. DDP can't wrestle. Yet DDP can't bloody lose base, Skynet. Tom and Gane have both ducked each other multiple times, like Tom asking to fight Gane when he's in the middle of shooting a movie. When has Tom ducked Gane? Is that what you're saying? Because Tom's called him out several times. Several times. What's up, William? How are you, dude? They announced the Merab fight at the same time as Aspinall, but the Merab fights makes no sense. But the Merab fight before makes no sense. They announced the Merab fight at the same time as the Aspinall fight, but the Merab fight before makes no sense. I don't understand. Not the AM bro. What do you mean on the card before, the month before? Is that what you mean? Because it's on 320, not 321. Is that what you're saying? Not the AM bro. Tom ducked Gane. He called him out when he was in contender. Yeah, I don't remember when Tom ducked Gane. I don't remember that. You got Drickus by decision or by knockout? I got him by round 4, TKO, maybe a rear naked choke. Hobbit Sheathika will be retired by RDR? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Did you see Ilya telling the Nelt boys he loved the Israel prize minute? Oh, Ilya, not you too. I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. The impression was spot on. That is awesome, dude. You should definitely stream... Where am I at? I think I saw the word that shan't be said on YouTube. You should accidentally stream Corn. No, I don't think we should, mate. Account, he lost to Garcia. Bro, my dad hates me now knowing I'm chatting MMA and not studying. Tell your dad to get on board, mate. Whittaker title run incoming. Slops, you have absolutely won chat today. You are absolutely ahead of the game in chat today, Slops. Well done. Buddy got that Indian experience from the Summer Fetish. Yeah, mate, I know a good Indian dadding. Gane and Aspinall both have refused fights with each other or called for fights when the other was occupied. Gane with Aspinall being injured, and Aspinall when Gane was on a movie set. Okay, friendless Norseman. All right. I was unaware of the second one, but I'm not rebuking it. I was just unaware of it. I will not shut up. Oh my goat, Tommy Aspinall. Tommy Aspinall. Dougie, will you send me $8 so I can try the new adult Happy Meal? No, sus pasture. You can make $8 yourself. If you've got a mouth, you can make $8. Cheddarhead Alt F4'd him when he realized one of his memberships went to the... Just stop it, dude. Just been comms banned for a week on Rainbow Six for calling someone a fat mong. What's wrong with calling someone a fat mong? Were they being a fat mong? If they're being a fat mong, you should absolutely be able to call them that, mate. Someone is playing a serious game with an actor like Yes. Someone is playing a serious game with an actor like Cyril Gane. True. Volkov broke Gane's toes off by checking a poorly thrown kick. It's a BS excuse because that was part of striking. I'll have to watch it back, Toad. I don't think it should be a surprise to anybody that I watched the Cyril Gane Alexander Volkov fight only once after the fight night that it was on. I only watched it once to see if it really was a robbery, and I've never watched it again. Never watched it again. An Indian scammer versus a Nigerian scammer impersonation. Yeah, so, sir, here's what we're going to do, sir. We can fix it for you, sir, but all you have to do is we're going to have to pay for a yearly subscription, sir, to make sure that this does not happen again. Okay, sir? Okay? Mom, I am King, and I want to send you $1,000. But, MMA Chewy, impression of the underpants go funny. Piggy. I don't suppose we could all actually stop reading John Jones's tweets instead. No, we can't, Carpathiast. You know we can't. On paper, Drickus should lose every single fight, but Drickus can't read. If those guys could read, they'd be offended. That's a Zimbabwean? Same fucking thing, mate. I hate to be an Eric, but I actually have no idea who to fucking pick. Whoever Dougie picks, I will pick as well. On Khamzat versus DDP. I'm going with DDP, but there's a lot of bias on top of that one, mate. Bro, I think Alex versus Mog rematch makes no sense at all. I think Dana wants to glaze Alex since he lost to Jones. No, it makes sense because Alex Pereira did like a bunch of favors for the UFC last year, so it absolutely makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. I feel like that's a very justified one, mate. I mean, Alex Pereira defended 3 times and stepped in to save the UFC like 1,000 times in 2024. He deserves it, mate. I'm tired of people pretending DDP isn't a very well-rounded, skilled fighter and just blame it on the plot armor. No, I know, but also, Toad, it's because DDP has skill, but it's his own unique style of skill. You know what I mean, Toad? It's a very special style of skill. Yeah, it's not your traditional pretty orthodox boxing, is it? So it's good for DDP, but it's just different. You know what I mean, mate? Jewy MMA, I know, Jewy MMA. Would you feed Connors Pecker a peanut? No, I wouldn't. DDP is very skilled, and so is RDR. They are friendless Norsemen. Aaron, thank you so much, mate, for the 10 gifted memberships, and well done to you, Aaron, for having the top comment on MMA Guru's prediction video. Well done, man. How are you, Aaron? And thank you for re-upping your memberships, brother. I screenshot. Nice. Boo. So I am to watch Piotr Jan showcase his skills. I'm going to be picking Piotr Jan. I agree. Garn ducked Aspinall 4 times. Tom explains it in his latest video. I know, but Friendless Norseman is claiming that one of them is Tom Aspinall ducking Garn. That's what Friendless Norseman is claiming. RDR isn't nearly the level of DDP. I'm tired of people comparing that bum to the future middleweight goat. Me too, Toad. Like, just because you can beat Bo Nickel, all of a sudden you can beat Robert Whittaker. Maybe, you know, the 20th best UFC fighter of all time. I don't believe in fighters, Nacho. They lie all the time. Tom is no exemption. Okay, so Friendless Norseman is digging in for where does JDM fit into all of this. Tom has never ducked Garn. Check out Tom's video message. He lays out the entire timeline. Garn declined it ×4. There you go, Friendless Norseman. Have you seen Tom's newest video? Although, as Friendless Norseman says, he doesn't believe shit that any fighter says. Good news, Garn is 35 years old, so the curse may work. It's different at heavyweight, though, isn't it, Skynet? Like, the older you are, the higher weight classes, you can go on longer, you know what I mean? What would you feed Connors Pecker Peter? We just did that one. Cyril Garn's full of shit. He said he's Nigerian, not Ethiopian. Cyril Garn is full of shit. He was afraid of Tom until he got the belt. That's where I'm leaning, mate. Aspinall, he said Nigerian, not Ethiopian. Same shit, mate. Ikram Aliskerov would KO RDR in a round. That's a bit far, Toad. No, I don't know about that one. If Tom loses to Garn, was he ever the champ? Since technically he never beat the champ to win the belt. So this fight is more fighting for a vacant belt. Dude, if Tom loses to Garn, there's... Yeah, that's another thing you could add to the list, yeah? Like fake legacy, never really the champ. Yeah, you could say that, mate. Armin just tweeted at Tapuria. Did he? Let's have a look at it, mate. Let's have a look at what Armin said to Tapuria. Let me make sure I read plenty of people's chats, but let's do Armin... How the fuck do you spell Sarukian? You know what? Fuck it. Doesn't matter. I'm not even going to try that. John Jones isn't even in top 10 padded resume. John Jones isn't even in top 10 padded resume. John Jones is top 10. Yeah, absolutely. What would you feed Connors Pecker a peanut? You've said that 3 times, Susfaster, and I've said no. Who's Alan Petrino fella everyone's talking about? Alan Parito fella? I don't know, Justin Kennedy. I don't know. Is that the new heavyweight jiu-jitsu artist? Sarukian, Armin Sarukian. All right, let's have a look here, Mike Lang. I trust Mike Lang. Everyone else lies. Oh, Chedhead actually did it. No, Chedhead didn't do it right either. Armin Sarukian. All right, let's have a look. No. Armin Sarukian. Is this how you spell it? Armin Sarukian. People. Has Armin responded? Alright, so Armin has responded. Armin says, I haven't got Twitter set up today. Do I? No. Doesn't matter. I'll just read it out to you guys. Armin says... To Ilya Tapuria says, I'd rather vacate the belt than give him a shot. Armin says, imagine calling yourself a champion, but you're already looking for a way out. You can vacate it, or I'll take it. Either way, that belt is clearly mine. There you go, boys. Armin Sarukian's official response to Ilya Tapuria. I hope, and this might just be the fanboy part of me, I hope that Ilya Tapuria is just trying to rage bait the MMA community. I hope that he's not being serious. I really do, mate. You're all soft and weak. I'd beat you all in karate kumite. No, strangeness. No, I'd absolutely whoop your ass, mate. I'd spank your ass. I'd spank you like Schmitty spanks Sean O'Malley's wife, mate. I'd bend you over. I'd bend you over like John Jones bends over a homeless man, Nate. Alright? You wouldn't last a fucking minute with me. You wouldn't last a minute with me like Armin Sarukian doesn't last a minute with Nina Drama. That's how it would go down, mate. It would go down like Laura Sanko begging the UFC for another desk job. You know what I'm saying, mate? Alright, that's probably enough. Good on you. Alex versus Dom Reyes would be kind of cool. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Dougie, that was gay. You're gay. No chat, you're gay. I've been streaming you've been streaming for 10 months. I've been streaming for about a year and a half, to be honest. And that's a very special thing. Nigerians are people from Nigeria. Tell them, Eric. There you go. If you were a promoter for the UFC, what kind of 3-day-old food would you give Garn before the fight? Bento box, kebab, pizza with your foreskin cheese. I would make sure that the Tiger King was doing all the meal prep for Cyril Garn. Breaking several toes right at the start of the fight isn't an excuse for losing, but it does mean that he almost certainly would have looked better if it hadn't have happened. Yeah, but I think what Toad's saying there is like you threw a kick, it got checked, and, you know, getting injured while performing striking is part of fighting, right? Boob, says Skynet. He bloody loves boob, I tell you what. Where the fuck am I? Where has chat gone? How have I missed so much? Where is it all? I'm just looking for Skynet saying the word boob. There it is. But where does JDM fit into all of this? There we go. People forget, man. Aaron has multiple top comments on Guru videos on you, Aaron. He's a marauder. JDM fits into Dougie's cornhole. Disgusting. Spinall made a video yesterday talking about his fight with Cyril Garn. There you go. Aside from Eliskerov, what would you say is the last fight where Robert Whittaker was truly dominant? Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker 2. Costa. He won every single round against Paulo Costa. The only minute that Paulo Costa had was the high kick wobbling Robert Whittaker. Apart from that, he was dominant. Yeah, Costa. Yeah, I would say so. There's something that I offer you. And I offer you this because it's a very real thing. Would you feed Kevin Durant's Packer a peanut? I would not. On paper, Tom should win. Yes, he should. Sarukian, 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 Sarukian. Pronounce names like Chael Sonnen. Sarukarian. Garner's also ducked blades. That is true. Doug, you just earned $1,000 gift cards to Arby's. I need $8 to ship it to you. There you go, sus pasture. Pert Sarukian. I denounced John Jones. He cheated. He forced past their prime old middleweights. Is Corey Sand gonna finish Marab? No, Marab's gonna finish Corey Sand. Armin Shitpoopian. Armin, my back hurts. If John Jones is the GOAT, then the UFC is absolutely meaningless. Not wrong at all, strangingness. Not wrong at all. The whole thing. Is Ilya the vacate merchant? Yes. If he vacates lightweight to not fight Armin Sarukian, the Armin Sarkarian, that does wreck his entire legacy. It really does. Ilya wants Gaethje. He does. Ilya wants an easy Gaethje W, and Gaethje's throwing a hissy fit if he's not getting it. Ilya fucks around so much. I know. I've got to believe in my heart, as an Ilya Tapuria fanboy, I've got to believe that Ilya Tapuria is just fucking around. He has to be, man. He's got to be just fucking around, right? Oh, God. Armin is lame. I know Armin's lame, but Armin is the rightful #1 contender. I want to see Armin fight someone for the belt. Oi, Dougie, thoughts on... Go on, Justin Kennedy, give me more. Ilya wants to retire undefeated, and unfortunately, he's smart enough, like John, to know what fights he can't win. Dude, imagine the turnaround in the fan base if Ilya Tapuria pulls a John Jones and starts ducking fights the way that John Jones did, Toad. Not good for the sport, mate. Impression of D. Devlin watching Jones grape Connor, and Connor is arguably scared and begging for help. D, you've got to do something. Finally, Connor's getting his own after doing it to all those women. Holy fuck, Mike! Someone needs $8 and they're not getting it. Keep the change. What a cock. I said, wow, what a cock. Look at this guy. Look at this guy's cock. 10 inches of cock. $1 for every inch. Wow, what a python. Thank you so much, Mike. You're a bloody legend, dude. On you, Mike. Good on you, mate. Thank you so much, mate. Feet in the chat for Mike. You know he wants to see those toe emojis. That's why he made everyone in this chat a member, so he could see the chat flooded with foot emojis. You know Mike loves the toes. Thank you so much, Mike. Appreciate it, mate. $1 for every inch. What a fucking legend. Ilya wants to retire, and I just did that one. And just did that one. I just did that one. Bending men over as a threat. Now it makes sense why you love John Jones. There you go. Learn to read and quit getting distracted. Shut up, sus pasture. I'll never learn to read, dickhead. Vintage Whittaker dominated a fight that he loved. Bloody classic Vintage Whittaker. Dude gets the fight with MMA Guru. Dude get me the fight with MMA Guru. I know I out him in round 1. What are you, Strange Ignis? Are you a Domino's order? Is that how you put him away in round 1? He can't eat his entire order these days like he used to. Cyril Gunn move, KO 5, 8, 10 on IMDb, mega. Oh, Cyril Gunn's movie. Got a 5.8 out of 10 on IMDb. That's a fucking flop. Ooh, that's not good. Ilya of Zion to Puria, running away. I've seen Corey lose so many fights now that I've got no hope that the poor autistic cunt can do anything. Would you agree? I agree. I don't think the poor autistic cunt can do anything, Mr. C. I think you're right. Would you feed Ilya Tapiria's pecker a peanut? No, I wouldn't feed anyone. I think, Sus Pasture, you're looking at the wrong part of the question here. You keep trying to break down whether or not it would be someone's pecker that I would feed a penis, that I would feed a pecker, I would feed a peanut to. But the problem is I wouldn't put a peanut into anybody's pecker. There's no pecker out there that I would feed a peanut to, mate. I would laugh so hard if Gaethje beat Ilya. That would be classic UFC shit. The bed moment. That would be not the aim, bro. And I feel like we need a big upset like that, to be honest with you, brother. Because I think we're getting to that stage of the Goldfish fan base memory where they're like, the UFC is rigged. The UFC is rigged. And it's like, very often things just don't go the UFC's way. Like John Jones not taking the Aspinall fight, or Alex Pereira losing to Magomed Ankalaev on Ramadan. We need a big upset like this to put the fans back in their place. Yeah, of course, like I said, and it's not an excuse for losing. My only point is we can't really take much away from the fight in terms of validating how so. No, you're right, Larry. I agree with that one. Yeah, dude, you're right. What do you think of? What do you think of? What do you think of? You should see the ratings that Dougie's movie, a Serbian film, got through the roof, mate. Everyone saw it. You all saw it. Don't act like you didn't. How so, Showbiz, the Spaniard? Would you feed Mike Lang's pecker a peanut? I would. Who the fuck are the Nelk Boys and why are they so popular? Oh, Showbiz. Once you see all the dots of the Matrix, you'll understand. They had on Benjamin Netanyahu, mate. You know why. You know why. You know why they're popular. They get on all the right-wingers without any pushback. You know why. They're cool, young, hip guys. They're cool guys. They're just edgy enough to be acceptable by society. They're cool guys. Aren't they cool guys? Let's watch him interview Benjamin Netanyahu again. Woo. I'm not a foot guy. Don't put him on me. Put him on him, boys. Mike just misspelt there. What Mike meant to say was, I'm totally a foot guy. Put him on me. Technically, I'm the first member since Paradox is no longer here. Oh my god, Paradox has left me? Paradox, you can't. I thought you were a writer for life. He just wants to use the member emojis, Mike. Yep. Help me get the Guru fight and the fattest motherfucker belt. I mean, the problem with the fattest motherfucker belt is it can't be wrapped around anybody's waist. Oh, Dougie's on fire today. Fucking hell. Bro, is this Herb Dean? It is Herb Dean with a Diddy card. I got to work that one. Right-wing Gen Z podcast showbiz. Yeah, they're basically the Mr. Beast, the podcasters. Exactly right. Pie to pepper, pick to pepper. Yes, for real. How can she slap? True. Herb meaning a plant whose level seeds instead are used for medicine or cooking. Dean meaning the important official of someone. Universal ecologist, plant of a university. This is very true, Skynet. Great reading into it. Colby used the same BS foot excuse when he got schooled by Leon. Leon, keep touching him up, Leon. It's basically like crying over your opponent, breaking your nose off a punch. Yes, something Justin Gaethje's done as well. Impression of John Jones trying to put out a lowercase t that Bobby Green drunkenly put outside of his Albuquerque residence. Trying to put out a lowercase t that Bobby Green. Come on, boy, girl. Just spend the night here. Come on, be cool about it. What are you doing dropping one off on my doorstep? They're annoying to me. Is that what you meant? 7 more minutes. Okay, boys, stop typing. Yeah, we're going to get out of here soon, boys. You're absolutely right. Well done to read the room, Ron Olk. I love sucking on toes. Guru ducked me. Guru can't duck. He's too fat. Sorry, Guru. I'm just playing around, mate. So, Mr. Netanyahu, would you like to bomb anybody else? Well, there's this Orthodox noticer in Melbourne. Got to get out of here. Enjoy the B stream, mate. Yeah, mate. I'm out of here as well, boys. We've naturally reached the end of the stream. I've made it to the bottom of the chat. We've gone live for 1 hour and 20. We've had a good bloody stream. Boys, tomorrow, American time zone stream. Tomorrow there'll be an American time zone stream. I finished my job today. I've got tomorrow off. We're going to do an American time zone stream tomorrow. Around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in Australian Eastern Standard Time will be American time zone stream tomorrow for the boys. So we'll do a nice long stream tomorrow, much like Mike Lang's cock. Nice and long one tomorrow. We'll do a good stream. I'll come up with a nice tier list. It'll be a good one. We'll do American time. And you know what as well? Because I'm in a giving mood, like Laura Sanko when she's in Dana White's office, we'll keep it as a flat lay as well. We'll do a nice long American time zone stream tomorrow. It'll be about 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which will be about 6 or 7 p.m. Las Vegas time, around that time tomorrow. Stop talking about people's papers. No. Everyone then join the Tapology group, and tomorrow I will do my picks, and that means Larry will be on Tapology, and I'll bring up the Tapology group, and that's something we'll do every Friday when I do my picks, Larry. So thank you, Larry, for making a Tapology group. Thank you, Mike, for the gifted memberships. Thank you, everybody that gifted a membership and has re-upped your memberships. If you haven't seen today's video, go and watch today's video. I break down what an awesome BMF tournament would look like in the UFC. I'm going to record another video now called The Biggest Victims in the UFC Tier List. That'll release tomorrow at the regular time, and then about 2 hours after that video is released, I'll be going live for a nice, long, deep American stream. We'll do it a flat lay all day tomorrow. Peace, man. Work on those comebacks for next time. Those comebacks were good, mate. They came off the top of my head. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Have a good night. Bye, bye, bye.